Hello and welcome back. We're looking here at Bitcoin against the dollar here. It's December 15th. It's been a few days since we did an update, but on the previous video we had set this resistance level right here, and we knew that that's where it was going to go, and it had to surpass that. That's a previous candle's high, but we were sitting down here in the previous video and the candle was red. We saw it going down, and then what happened? Boom, takes off. And then we had the last 3 days on an upward momentum. Right now we are about 3 hours into the new candle, new day's candle, and we're starting to see a little bit of inside action. It could be some sell-off since we had 4 good days here. We probably had some little bit of profit taking here. What we saw here is we saw a little push, the forming of this wick, a little push down towards the end of the day. Again, go back to our month, see what it looks like, and this is what we see. We see this huge tail where it had dipped down and the bulls just came back and pushed it back up. Again, this is our point of resistance. We want to break past the previous candle, but we also want to break past our previous high, which was around 19,920, somewhere in that ballpark. Looking at the weekly, how we're shaping up, because this is Tuesday, so this is 2 days worth of trading here, and we see it up breaking the previous high, so it's on an upward momentum. Even though there's selling going on, it's still considered an upward candle because it did break it. Again, our target is here and we want to surpass that. And looking at shorter time frames, again, this is what we defined as our resistance, and then we see our trend line up here, and that's where it's going to eventually have to fight across that to continue on the upward swing. But we're a couple thousand, we're about 1,000 away from there, so that's quite a few days away. Hopefully we can get into that probably by the weekend. I hope we can get there and start testing this thing. With the uncertainty of politics and who's going to be the president, we're seeing some movement here. Again, if one side gets in and they want to bail everybody out and nobody pays school loans and debt relief and all those kind of issues, what's going to have to happen is they're going to have to print. And I've said this in every video, they're going to print trillions and trillions of dollars to cover all this debt. And I believe they're probably going to try to do a reset. And when they do that, they're going to devalue the dollar because it's going to go down to almost zero anyway when they start printing all these trillions of dollars. Yellen being in the Biden cabinet isn't good. It doesn't look good for the dollar, but it looks good for crypto and it looks good for gold. So whatever's good for that, I'm good for. That's good. Let's do this. And again, we need to hedge our investments and diversify into something that isn't so sensitive like the US dollar or any other fiat currency that can be manipulated as it's been. And we need something that is more solid. Crypto has really proved itself, Bitcoin especially. If you're not in Bitcoin, I would suggest you looking at it to get in. Get into something outside of currency, because when you're holding dollars, all you're doing is holding an IOU, a debt that the government owes you. That's all paper money is. It's nothing. It's not really even tangible. It's a debt. That's all it is. So you want to hold something that's got some value. Holding Bitcoin, holding gold, silver, things like that, that has value, and that's what you want to do. You want to get away from the money mentality and get into something solid and think like that. Think about your future. Think about your kids' future. You know, if you have 100,000 sitting in the bank or 10,000 sitting in the bank and they devalue the dollar down 50%, well, your 10 turns into 5 and your 1,000 turns into, or your 100,000 turns into 50,000. Your $300,000 house is only worth 150, but you still owe 250 on it to the bank. There's the problem. Okay, you want to diversify and get out of the dollar, and this is the way to do it. You can do this and do this very wisely you can accumulate Bitcoin. You don't have to sit there and get a second mortgage, a third mortgage, or whatever to buy some coins. You can invest a little bit. You want to get a half a coin, a quarter coin, a tenth of a coin, whatever. Start investing little by little. If you can afford $200-300 a month, then have it go in there, direct deposit. You don't even see it. Just set it up and do it. Every little bit counts because it accumulates. You can do it by trading. Buy here on the dips down here like 17.56. Sell when it gets up here at 19.5. That's $2,000 increase in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Okay, $2,000, $500 a day, right there. If you were to put the 19,000, or what was it at that time, 17 some change, it's a 2,000 jump here. Now, if you had 1/10 of a coin, that would have been a $200 jump. Okay, then you sell here and you wait. Then it gets down here. Then guess what? Your 1/10, you get more. You start using that money plus your principal, and you end up buying. When you go back in, you're getting more than your 1/10 or your one coin. You're getting another 100th or whatever. You do the math. You figure it out. And that's what you do, and you just do that constantly, over and over and over. And that's what these people were doing here. I mean, back in the day, they were just accumulating. Let me go to the monthly here. Let's see what this looks like here. Look at these people here in 17. They were just, if you bought back here at 1,400 and then you sold here at 47, that's 3,000. And then you bought back here, you got an extra coin or so. Do the math, figure this out. Buy again. You're buying here, you're selling here. Even if you sold here, you're still way ahead of the game. And again, just keep watching what happens. When it bottoms out, buy in. When it tops out, get out. And the only way you can do this successfully is if you know what you're doing and know what the chart's doing. Again, Strat Method, Rob Smith. Check his videos out. You can see exactly what's going to be happening just by price action. And that's what the candles tell us. It tells us price action. We want to look at what's happening. When is it time to go in? When is it time to get out? Again, like this area here, we start seeing it, this long wick forming on the monthly here. Let's go to the weekly. Get a little clearer picture of what's happening. So for example, you're riding here. Okay, you bought in this area here. It was an area of consolidation, probably a middle candle somewhere, probably on the monthly. You get in, and then when you start seeing this down, you get out. Okay, because this is a reversal signal. Same with this. You had bottom out, the wick started, or the shadow started pushing, and it going up. Watch the next candle. If it's green, watch for confirmation on the next. You didn't have it here, but you had it here, so you get in. And you're getting in right here, and you're riding this thing out. Okay, you want to get out here? Get out. Again, buy when it dips. Okay, you get out here, and then buy back in here, then up, and then sell, and buy back in, and then boom, you're off to the races. So in these times, you're taking these little profits, and instead of taking the money out, put the money back into your pocket as far as investing in Bitcoin. Don't take the money out and go buy a TV or something silly. Use it to accumulate Bitcoin. And then your one-time investment, if you trade properly, you're not going to have to put another dime in if you just do this right. And the only way you're going to do it right, again, knowledge, learning trading, learning to control your emotions, and risk management. That's what trading is. And 99% of the people out there can't do it. And that's why they get burned. So again, I'm here. I suggest you go learn the Strat Method at Rob Smith in the Black. Check his YouTube channel out. I'm here. Join the Strat group on Facebook. Discord. We're there at Discord. We're all bouncing stuff off of each other. trades, what we're doing. We're helping each other out. We're a community helping one another out. And that's great because it's free. Okay, you get that? It's free. So come on over and join us there at the Strat and continue watching these videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Hit subscribe, hit like. Thanks, and see you next time.